Good boys. Quite a significant overnight move. It happens. How are you? I'm good. I appreciate you. What's good, Angel? Video's up slightly. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and assume the entire stock market is no, not everything actually. Oh well, this is still pre-market, so we'll see. I suppose for now, while I don't have a it's good, boys. Yeah, I'm good. Appreciate you guys asking. Life's great. No complaints from me. Good memes. Dumped and pump. I mean, I wouldn't look for shorts, even if it was bearish. How much you making now monthly consistently, only including trading? I'm in like the mid four figures. That's like what I can expect consistently. Obviously, some months lower, some months higher. But we'll see how January finishes because January might be my best trading month. I have more accounts now. So you think we'll keep going up? It's not even about whether I think we're going to go up or not. There's something a lot more important in that you definitely do not want to just fade this. You know, you just don't want to fade this move. It's too bullish. So someone could come to me and be like, there's a chance we go lower. Doesn't really matter to me. I definitely do not want to just short this. I mean, it doesn't really fit the narrative. Um, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'll see. I got the accounts open, but is that an order block on Monday's high? No, don't view anything here as a discount PD array. Um, you'll never see me go like bearish order block. Like no, if this is gonna get run through, and if we're really bullish, Tuesday, January 12th high and previous month high, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yesterday, just for retrospect, we moved down. Sorry, that's S&P 500. Just to put into perspective, let's say yesterday was manipulation. Okay, we went down 500 points. Today we're up 350 points. If we go up to 500 points, that's all the way to previous month high. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came up all the way to previous month high, because I mean, if yesterday was just manipulating the lows, and today, is the today's like the real move. Obviously, we could just be sideways. So we don't know if we're bullish technically. Like it could just go back and forth. But let's assume for a moment here we're bullish. Then there's definitely a lot of upside potential, right? Because well, we haven't even moved more than yesterday. So if we were bullish, which I'm not even here saying that it's necessarily bullish, I think it's gonna go higher, but I wouldn't look for any shorts today. That's for sure. So A plus longs. I see you so much that I even notice like little things like that new spot on your face. I think everyone can notice this pimple on my face. Um, let it be, man. You didn't have to say nothing. You didn't have to say nothing. No one else said anything. Just you. We all saw it. They didn't have to say nothing. On a real note, how are you neutral? I mean, it's bullish, but is there going to be an opportunity for more longs? Maybe, probably, but it's going to be not easy, that's for sure. It's not going to be an easy long day. Trying to scale accounts. I am scaling accounts. I have scaled accounts. Pretty content with how I'm doing it. But seeing the way this form, best plan to scale accounts. Best plan to scale, like you mean like my plan? Like obviously I'm doing it's different for everybody. Um, I'll be straight up with you guys. If you have another source of income, you can be aggressive with your scaling. You buy 5 accounts, eval, full port them. Most people don't have another source of income like that, so it can do that. I don't do that. I like to take it slow, so that's just how I roll. So what do I do? Say you get one payout. This is what I did a while ago, but say you get one payout. Okay, first you have to look at your money in and money out. If you've spent a lot of money, you're not in a space yet where you can just put all that money you made into more accounts. So I like to stay profitable month to month, or at least quarter to quarter. You keep track of your expenses in a sheet, and you make sure you're actually making money with your business. That's number one, right? Number two, what you have extra is what you get to reinvest. So you can reinvest your money into. I would recommend just focusing on one firm. So Alpha Futures is my favorite firm, easiest payouts for me. So if you get one payout on one account, that's when you just go get number two and get number three. I have previous day's high, which is here. I have the weekly high and then the monthly high, or previous month high. And this is 8:30 opening price. I wouldn't expect like you could come down here, but that's about it. And I don't even know if we'll get that. That's like that's about as far down as I can like reasonably assume the market can go. And then potentially continue. I don't know what backtesting platform. You should definitely buy TradeZella. 100%. TradeZella is the best by far, and there's 20% off, and if you want. So, bro, can you check when to? Yeah, I can check it after she. No, but no. Yeah, Master, you're correct. So there's no manipulation below midnight open. That's the first thing I told bootcamp today. I've been teaching them, waiting for the manipulation. However, there's something a lot more important right now than manipulation below midnight opening price. It's the fact that we've expanded 350 points away from the midnight opening price all the way back, reversing this entire move. So, ideally, there is manipulation below midnight opening price. But let's go under the premise that we're bullish today and not bearish. Okay? The market's going to move higher. I highly doubt that the market's going to go all the way back down to midnight opening price just to accumulate more longs and move higher. What's more likely to happen is we're going to have a chop of doom and then potentially a sweep here or not. Like either we're going to chop of doom and then continue higher, or we'll see some sort of sweep with some sort of chop of doom and then potentially if it's going to go higher. Like that's how, if it's going to go higher, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, I can check. Maybe just retrace up to London lows, then pump again. London lows are here. It's possible. That's pretty far down. Like me personally, I wouldn't expect much more than like this. Like, I don't know, that's just the way I see it. Like this sell side and this gap, I think this stays open. I think this doesn't need to. It could, but what makes you think we'll chop? This a huge, large overnight run means. I mean, at least the first 30 minutes. I was thinking between TradeZilla and Forex Replay. Listen, take it from someone who has used Forex Replay for over 1,000 back tests, and I've used TradeZilla for multiple thousands. Trust me when I say TradeZilla is a lot better. I could sit here and tell you every single reason, or you can just trust. No, I'm not looking to take any shorts today. So you bullish. I guess you can say neutral / bullish. Like, can I confidently say it's only going to go up? All the objectives are pretty much hit. I have higher up objectives. I think these are possible today. So I guess you can say I'm bullish, but I mean, it's more so that no matter what, I'm not going to look for shorts. I'm not bearish, you know. What is 2-day open? That's midnight opening price. Can you check Discord message officially? Yes, Bailey, I don't know if you heard me, but I said yes, like buying off EF daily breaker quadrants. Were you looking at this? I mean, yeah, ES has potential for all time. Did YM take? I should take YM. Yo, YM's actually not that bullish. You know, I wonder if YM is the play today. If we get some sort of six sister approach, that could be nice. I mean, there's an easy objective. Pre-market highs. I've never really traded YM just because it was behind. But I mean, it swept sell side pretty cleanly. Starting to displace higher. It might be the play. We'll see. I'll leave YM up in this corner here in case that's what I decide to do. Because that seems like there's potential for higher. Suppose we can look at gold. Well, it's not my favorite. Weirdly enough, dollar index has actually been pumping today, so I feel like this high, gold could potentially take out into this gap here. I feel like I'd be bearish on gold to take out this sell side. Gold is actually selecting a good spot for shorts. I'm not telling anyone to short gold. I'm saying that's what I would probably look for if it formed. Maybe. Anyways, I don't think I want to go down that road today. So, very nice market maker buy model here. Original consolidation, dump, smart money reversal. It happens overnight. All the way. Did ICT say YM is the barometer? Yeah. Gatie, what's up, bro? What's good, brother? Going buy side or dump? I think it's gonna go higher, but again. Whether you able to catch a move is different. I got an alpha account. Oscar Jafar. Just message me on Discord. I got you. I already know your first name, so you can just message me on Discord. But for those of you who want to join the giveaway, Alpha Futures, and I'm also doing a cash giveaway, so 2 giveaways. If you use my code with any prop firm, just send me a message on Discord. Gatie, I use your code. My first name is, you know, whatever it is. I'll add you into a giveaway. I'm giving away 5 alpha accounts, and I'm gonna give away like $150 cash. You know, maybe it's not the most, but that's what I got. Anyways, market open. I'm gonna mark out opening range gap. I wouldn't assume, like, the most I'd assume is 50% is possible, but again, that's, I think more so 25 is like the most you can really ask for. If we're looking at, we're talking like a 300 point gap here, so yeah, I mean, I like this low, like these lows. It doesn't have to go that far down. I think that's about as most that I would, you know, assume for. It's just sell side liquidity here, pretty obvious level, wouldn't you say? Lows equal lows. Some people are gonna short market open. Some people are gonna long market open. I'm gonna assume that market open goes down because people will probably chase this move. Like, that's probably the mindset. But if you use it, just message me on Discord your first name and I'll get you. Assuming you use it in January. Every month, if you guys don't know, every month I run a giveaway for people who use my code. Also, sometimes for everyone. So want to join those? Let me know. I mean, I do like this sell side level, but I know if I take a short and I lose, I'm probably just gonna tell myself like, why did I short today? You know. So we can tape read the shorts. This is not a breaker, by the way. I don't want to see it actually go through with speed and but I'm just annotating it because it might form. So we can tape read the shorts, but I don't think I would push the button. Not I don't think. I for sure won't push the button. Um, Apex counts, yes. Any firm, Apex, Lucid, Take Profit Trader, and ooh, actually funded next. I want to be fully transparent with you guys. Funded next reached out to me, and they were basically like, so if you guys know, I used to be affiliated with Funded Next, but they were just asking me for too much. So I was like, no, no thanks. Anyway, they reached back out to me, and they basically told me this may motivate you guys to make content or not. I don't know, but basically, they told me that they'll give me $1,000 US every single month. Hopefully, I'm allowed to say this. I don't know. I think it's fine. Um, all I have to do is make 4 TikTok posts about them, and that's pretty much it. And I get a code too. So they're a good firm, so I don't mind doing that. Like I'm putting a bad firm. It's a pretty good firm. I've used them. I've gotten a payout with them. Um, I never have any actually complaints with them. I think this will speed down lower. I wouldn't take the trade. I hate putting the P&L tool, but I think this is possible. So, that's nice, I guess. They're a good firm. Like their rapid accounts. I know they did change their rules slightly. I don't know exactly if it was better or worse, but FundNX is a pretty solid firm. I'm not in this trade. I need to say this every time. I'm tape reading because I'm just really not comfortable taking a short today. So this is my model short, classic model. You can view it as a reversal too, doesn't matter. You can also view it as a protraction if there's a gap there. Um, Simply not comfortable taking it, but it's my model, so I want to study and just see why is the background not showing. It's ugly as hell. Why does it look like that? There you go. I study that move. Think it's worth studying, worth watching. Funded next. I actually haven't signed the contract yet, but the code will be Gatie, just like before. And it'll be like 10% off. That's like their best. They don't even have a discount code. So, yeah, this looks like it's going to go speedy all the way down. And I have no FOMO on this. YM's even going higher. I'm going to take a look at ES instead of dollar index today. ES is kind of going lower, but again, this would be a rule break trade technically because for me, just the no intermarket analysis there. Could have sworn for the next send me an email. I've lost 3 combines this week. How can I get better? I really can't sit here and review all your trading. I'd have to see the trades, the breakdown, the journal. I don't know. I'm not sure how I can help you. There's nothing necessarily wrong. Nice tape read. How did you see that, and why did you tape read this? What's good, banana? Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely talk about it more, but it's very simple. When there's a large move overnight, again, and I'm going into the day bullish, and that hasn't changed, but when there's a large move overnight, there tends to be a retracement back into the range because a lot of time people will just chase the move. So it wants to run on a. If price was going to go higher, you still want to see some sort of sweep. The reason I don't like these trades is because you never really know how much lower it's going to go before it continues. Like we could stop here, right? We could go all the way down to the perfect low. I don't know. So I don't want to take a trade where like my target is very hindered and not clear. How did I know this was going to break down? It was quite simple. Right? We went into the new week opening gap. We swept previous day's high. We broke down at 9:30, retraced. See these two green candles? That's order block, and that's where I would have taken my entry. Hypothetically, if I was bearish. Are affiliate codes so profitable? I mean, they're definitely profitable because you're not paying anything. It doesn't hurt to get one. So, like I always tell people, and I say this obviously knowing that there's a like it's competitive. Obviously, everyone has a thing. But I recommend all of you guys start making content. Why is the market so slow? This doesn't look pretty. This doesn't look slow to me. Looks pretty good. Anyways, the best case scenario. Why am I making higher highs? I'm just gonna have to wait and see because I don't really see a good trade here. We'll just tape read this. I recommend everyone makes content, man, because you never know. Like, I mean, if you're about that, this House of Commons and shit. This looks like it's gonna go all the way down to sell side. So, in hindsight, 3.5R setup. Uh, I would argue this is protraction model delivered very nicely. You can see the breaker here with the fair value gap also playing out. Why are you bullish? It just swept previously high and now moving down. Just because I think price can go lower doesn't mean overall I'm bearish. I'm still overall bullish. I think we're just seeing an overnight retracement. That's all. Can you explain the fund index videos again? What do you mean explain the what videos? I haven't made any videos yet. I don't. You mean like their payout rules and stuff? Trying to catch manipulation? Yeah, that's exactly what this trade would be, right? And I don't want it. I'm not trying to catch it. This is a tape read, but that's exactly what it is. I'm anticipating that we manipulate lower and potentially continue higher. Um, I'd rather save my capital for, if I'm right about that, we manipulate lower and then go high. I'd rather save my money for the long, if possible. Could you have shorted? Of course you can. This is Nasdaq. I'm bullish because of how far the displacement overnight was. I still want to see manipulation lower if I'm going to take a long, right? Just because I'm bullish doesn't mean market can't go down. Um, yeah, someone said like 250 per video. What does he mean? Oh, you mean the how Fun Index reached out to me? So see, that trade would have been maybe break even or maybe you hit TPs, but the point I'm trying to make is you never really know how far it's going to manipulate down. So that's why it's a tape read. I don't know if I should still tape read this. I feel like I probably would have went break even there. In fact, my stop would have been here on the swing high. So I'm gonna remove that. This is another. I mean, you could re-enter. We had a similar re-entry like this before. You can re-enter. Put your stop at 50% of this wick. I suppose you could tape read that. Say you did something like this. Still 2.5R. I'd go plus 1 point. It's not as good of a tape read, but it's there. If you go to the 15-second, you'll see the protraction model. We can tape read that setup as well. Again, not something I'm comfortable risking on, but it is a move I think can potentially happen. Oh, FundedNext allows bank payments. Yeah, so FundedNext reached out to me. If you guys don't know, I was affiliated with them before. I've traded with them multiple times. I always thought they were a good firm. Um, they are a good firm. But I didn't like their affiliate program, so I told them like I'm not gonna like hate on you guys. Obviously, I like your guys' firm. I just don't want to be affiliated with you guys. Um, they were like, we totally understand. You know, appreciate your honesty. Blah blah blah. What the hell is bank address? What are these numbers? These numbers are weird. My fib settings for which one? I have a lot of fib settings. Like I have. Are you talking about this one? Or the Wix? They pay through Rise, yeah. I'm doing the 50K wrap and I'm on the next now. Yeah, I mean it's a good frame. It's a good frame. The standard deviations, I got you. It's pretty simple. I just go every single 0.5 in gray. Pretty simple. Um, no, it's a good firm. Anyways, they basically reached out to me. They gave me a better deal. They said they'll give me $1,000 every single month for 3 months, and then we'll reevaluate. Either they'll ditch me or so it's not bad. I mean, it's not the most, but all I have to do is make a couple TikToks. So fine by me. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not. Believe it or not, I know it sounds like for some of you maybe it sounds like a lot compared to what other people are getting. It's a lot more. But hey, I'm not gonna decline a free $1,000 for 4 TikToks. I'll do that shit. This trade would have failed. So that's why I don't want to. That's why I didn't want to take the shorts. Um, what the hell is bank address? No, you're right. It's easy money. TradeFi is also good. Have you seen them? I have seen. I don't know their rules, but I do know a lot of people use them. Maybe I can try that. At this point, I feel like there's so many firms. Like I guess it's possible TradeFi is better, but I feel like all the firms hit the spots that I need. Yeah, I mean, it's about time the video saw some movement higher. There's not really a long opportunity in here. This low could be safe. We swept sell side. No, we didn't really swept sell side. Um, you know what's a little bit better than the NQ long that might form right now? It's the YM long that might form right now. This inversion. Been a while since we took that YM trade. Only question, what the hell are we aiming for? I mean, this could potentially go, right? I mean, YM long. ES does not look ready to go. At the inversion. Potentially a YM long. And I mean, you could also long this on NASDAQ, right? I mean, this is a breaker. I mean, you just tell me what you're gonna target. I guess you'd have to target all the way up there. So this is like the first tape read. Again, I'm not taking it. It's already gone, even if I wanted to take it. Stop at that candle's low. I don't know what that blue line is, but I have it. My levels are gone. Hold on. I mean, it's 2R to the weekly high and 3.5 to the monthly high. But the thing is, this is actually a rule break for me. So, and I say that because the other indices are not aligning. YM is going lower. ES is also going, I guess, sideways. So, technically a rule break for me. Although the model formed on Nasdaq, just wait. Let the first 30 minutes do its thing. Shorts got cooked. Yeah. I mean, you can't be mad, really. I feel like, if NQ took out those equal lows, yeah, it would have been a lot better. But I wouldn't mind what happened, Noah, if we engineer high, low, first 30 minutes sideways, and then later on we sweep, even maybe sweep, and then at least then we built enough liquidity higher for me to take a comfortable long, and we swept sell side. So when you put your IBAN, you can see your bank address. Oh, you can see that? my, my nephew is texting the group chat. Someone please call me. I'm bored. He's 5 years old. This guy's in like the youngest schooling, like whatever it's called. He's like, come on guys, what you guys doing? So cute. Should have been a break even short anyway. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been a break even short. So, oh, for me, like you gotta demand it go right. You're already counter trend trading, so send him a link for ICT preschool. I think I don't know actually. If I'm being honest. Um. Anyways, yeah, I want to tell you guys the fun and next stuff. So I feel like I don't know how many CLs I'll actually be able to get to them. I told them straight up like Alpha Future is still my favorite firm. It's still gonna be the one I mainly promote because I genuinely think they're the best. I make most of my money with them. I feel like it only makes sense, right? You guys don't see me like, you know, everyone use Apex. I mean, Apex is a great firm, but I don't make that much money from them. So, and I'm talking like payouts. I've only ever gotten one Apex payout actually. So, um, the point I'm trying to make is, I just told them straight up, like Alpha's my number one because I genuinely think they're the best firm. But I'll promote you guys as a good option too. Fund and X is a really good firm. Like, I actually really do like Fund and X's rules and pricing, and they're reliable. They're gonna pay you out quickly. It's a great firm. It's a great option. Why don't you promote Top Step? I use Top Step. It's not that I don't promote Top Step. It's just I don't think I think there's a lot of better firms now. I used to promote them. Then Alpha came along, and then other firms came along. You have to remember, like any firm that comes along, they compare themselves to Top Step and they try to make themselves better. Like no firm is gonna come along and make rules like I think this Top Step super outdated, in my opinion. Um, I'm gonna wait till 10 a.m. But this long really could play if we close above this blue line. It really could. It looks something like this. I say that because YM looks ready. I would rather just sit here and like wait for a sweep. So I'm just gonna be really slow, like extra cautious today. Extra cautious today. Could this play? Yes, but I'd rather wait. Okay, so let me fill out this form while I'm doing this. Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I don't see bank address. I see account number. Maybe I'll just do the crypto payouts, man. Make it simple. One thing I don't like about Fund and X is the 30 benchmark days. Oh, that's for legacy though. You got to use the other. You got to use the other account, bro. If you're gonna use the legacy account, at that point, just use Lucid. In my opinion, um, I really like their Rapid account. Now, is their legacy one bad? No, it's like a standard account. But in my opinion, there are better options than the legacy. It's the Rapid one that's, actually quite good. All payments exceeding 3,500 shall be made strictly via Rise or bank transfer. Oh, well, I'm probably not gonna make more than 3,000. So, do I have a Rise? Do I have a Rise account? Making man, fuck this shit. Okay, looks like we sweep the high here, potentially break lower now. I say potentially because again, I feel like it could just go right back into the range. But again, this could be a tape read short. Not something I would take, but a tape read short, something like this. Stop here. 2R maybe. If you want to chase that move. It might play. It definitely might play. Again, not something I would risk. I don't even want to put the P&L tool on that one because it could just go here, then back sideways. Rise account. There's 25% org. There's equal lows. Rapid 25K drawdown change from 1250 to 1K and profit from 100 to 80. Yeah, that's what it was. I think it's still good though. Yo, when Rise account randomly closed, did the same happen to you? To be honest, I don't think I have Rise even. Oh, you can sign up to Rise with Coinbase. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's wonderful. Do I want to do that though? No. Oh, wise. No, my wise is fine. My wise is fine. What's going on with TradingView? Nothing. What's going on with TradingView, guys? Nothing's going on with TradingView. Yo, what's Alpha's NQ for micros? MNQ H 2026? Yes. Or you just put in MNQ. I mean, it should be fine either way. Hmm. Create an account. Yep. The business. Occupation. Ah. What we rocking with this time, boys? What's the occupation? Your watch list is not working for you guys? Mine's working. Yo, Nvidia's up 2.5%. I mean, it's only rebounding. Everyone's trading views down. I mean, mine seems to be working fine. Trading views down. Don't click refresh. We're not clicking refresh. I got you guys. Stay on stream. I got you guys. Don't click refresh. Occupation. We're just gonna go with proprietary firm trader. I'll even add. Can I just say sole proprietor? I'm gonna say sole proprietor, bro. No, that's not me anymore though. Back to prop firm trader. Proprietary firm trader. They probably know what that is. And LinkedIn, come on, bro. Time zone, Toronto. Why I don't see Toronto? I'm a registered business. I read the rise and shit. Anyways, we sweep sell side. So see, that's why I didn't want to take that short because I said it could literally just go to these lows. It doesn't have to go all the way down there. That's the best case scenario. Game plans to wait for 10 a.m. I don't want to jump the gun on any trade. There is SMT here with YM. So I would say of all the setups, you could argue this one's the best. But YM doesn't really look bullish. So this could be low session, but we could also come back and sweep later. Mm. Probably should do this another time, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to do this right now. You're not thinking longs anymore? No. Thinking longs. I was never thinking shorts. I will probably be taking 0 shorts today. If I do take a trade, it will and hopefully be long only. The question is, I just don't want to take a long here. YM is in bullish. So, not that it has to be on YM, but I think we're still range bound. So I want to wait till at least 10 a.m. and then maybe more clarity. And again, worst case scenario, this fair value gap holds, market goes up all the way to my target. Sure, man. It wasn't the easiest day to begin with, so I wouldn't be mad of missing any move. Could you enter long right now? Sure, you could take a trade like this, 2.7R to first target, and it's a pretty good target at that. If YM looked a little bit better, I'd probably take this long, but YM looks like it's not going. Yes, you could say it looks like it is going. So it's not a bad trade. We can tape read it, but again, it's not something I want to risk on because I still think we're range bound. So it's not really convinced that we're not range bound yet. No, I'm not in. This is a tape read. If you guys ever see me put this tool, it means I'm not in the trade. I don't do that shit. I'll just click the button right here. So this is a tape read. Tape read means I see my model. I think it can potentially play out, but I don't think it's worth the risk. That's what tape read means for me. It means I understand that it could play from here, and if I miss the move, I'd be very content. But it's not worth the risk for me, you know? That's what tape read means. And it's not worth the risk because YM doesn't look bullish. And if the SMT is with YM should be showing strength. That's the reasoning behind that. So we'll see. Today was shit, but it's only been 30 minutes. Lonely. You, anyone in chat an accountant? Actually, maybe that's not a good idea. I take it back. I don't care. One of the worst PAs I've seen, literal dog. This is the worst PA I've seen. Really, guys? This is the worst PA you've seen? I don't recommend Forex replay. Not that it's bad, but I'd highly recommend TradeZella. I'd highly recommend TradeZella. It's a lot better. Trust me. Take my word on this one. It's a lot better. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper with the 20% off. So yeah, see. So I'm gonna remove that tape read because I would no longer want to see if that plays. Why? What can't you do on TradeZella? You can do on Forex replay. One, on TradeZella, you can play the candle second by second. Two, the journaling is a lot better on TradeZella. And three, the data that TradeZella gives you from your backtest is so much better. Like, it will literally tell you what to improve, and it's actually good. Like, let me see if I can show you guys. I haven't put my accounts into there in a while, but um, so yeah, I mean it's been a while. I haven't journaled on TradeZella since 14th. Is shit journaling automatically for me? Yo, TradeZella is automatically journaling for me? That's crazy. So look, let me show you guys the win streak then. I don't even know. Yo, TradeZella has automatically been journaling for me. I haven't imported any of these days. Anyways, you guys can see. The last losing streak was on the 5th. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This one doesn't. I guess these two don't count. So, anyways, let's just go to this losing day right here. So, let me show you guys. Look, this is a losing. Oh, you guys can't see. This is a losing day I had a while ago. Click on Zella Insight. See what it says? You entered 3 trades within 1 minute of a loss, and you lost them. Take time to reset before re-entering. Most trades today spend whatever in red. Evaluate your entries and exit rules. Like it literally gives you insights on your losses. Let's look at this losing day. Most trades spent over 50% of their time in red, just meaning you're not taking a high quality trade, right? Most likely. So trades that like they give you really good insights. So you can see that, yeah. So those are just like quality. You can even go to the winning days. Like let's go to this. Let's go to this day. Was winning. That is not good. Let's do this one maybe. If there's something, no insight on that one. This one, no insights. Anyway, you guys get the gist, right? They give you like insights. Also, don't look at the trade number. I already know who are saying it. Look, you executed clearly all 6 trades for winners. No drawdown, no rushes. This is your gold standard, right? So it's actually really cool. And there's way more than that. Like, there's a lot more you can get than that. Yep, the insights are there on backtesting too. I already have a video on TradeZella. How is it journaling automatically? If you can like add your account into it, and then it just automatically, anytime you take a trade, it'll import. What happens when you press reply? Shoot, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm assuming it just like takes you to like some uh number to go forward with. I took that 1 minute, got cooked January, been the worst month of trading. This is my first time max allo. I don't think it's seek and destroy. I just think it's definitely not seek and destroy because the overnight move. So it could be a seek and destroy AM session, or it's just choppy for the first 30 minutes, guys. Maybe some of you guys don't know. I need to know. How many of you guys have taken a trade so far? I still use Notion, yes. Me, lost. Oh no. Me. A lot of you guys taking trades. Raise his hand. Took a short. Y'all got cut. It's fine. I mean, we're all trying to improve. We're not all just expecting to make money. I don't think. Is there a monthly for Alpha? Alpha Zero is monthly until you pass. Then you no longer pay anymore. So just try to pass within 1 month. You don't have to pay again. Is something wrong with trading you? I think it's going down. We are most irresponsible. No, it's not necessarily bad. Favor trading. I'm gonna assume. Listen, I want to tell you guys something. I'm gonna give you guys a statistic. Yes, Trigella's paid, unfortunately. When there's a large overnight move, the first 30 minutes usually is very sideways. This isn't bad price action on the day. I mean, you guys could argue not even trading today at all, let alone trading the first 30 minutes, right? Because we had a huge move overnight. Like we already hit targets on the day. So I'm not saying don't trade today, but I'm saying you kind of have to anticipate this chop. Maybe not today, but next time, right? 10 trades more, yeah. Next time you can expect this. CTP, you're fine as long as your trades are 10 ticks or more. That's what I think it is. There's no minimum. I think they said something about like 2 minutes or 10 ticks. So basically, like, don't just keep entering and closing for like $10. Because what some people do is they enter like 5 minis and then they just close it right away for $100. And they just keep doing that with 1 tick. And that's like, they call that tick manipulation or something. And it's not allowed. Most firms don't allow that. Yeah, that's a violate. That's what I do. I mean, that's not really good, bro. I'll be honest. Have you ever backtested the way ICT trades pre-market or a few minutes before open? Yeah, a lot actually. If you besides New York session, the most thing I've backtested is pre-market. I'm including lunch and PM with AM session, but in terms of like Asia, London, I've done a lot of London backtest and pre-market. Asia as well. Honestly, I've done them all, so I really can't say one's like more than the others. Anyways, this is an important lesson. If you took a loss today, it's fine. No biggie. Yeah, I mean, I only trade micros, even when I have buffer. Um, yeah, I say that because this happens every time there's a big move overnight. Not every time, but almost every time. It's because they see the big overnight move, and they know people are going to be ecstatic to try to take a trade as soon as market opens. They know this shit, guys. I promise you, they know this shit. 7144107. So that's my little spiel. That's why I was really, really patient. Yeah, what's lonely man, lonely. Hmm. Nature of business, man. Say prop firm trading, man. Oh, here we go. Oh, it literally says prop firm. Yo, I'm signing up as I'm registering my business, and one of the options for industry actually says prop firms. Oh my god, we're actually evolving. That's actually crazy. I've never seen that before. GatieTrades Bootcamp members here. They're probably on YouTube. How much is one contract? One contract for 1 point is $2. So every time you see this is micro Nasdaq just like Alpha. Every time it moves 1 point, that's $2. No, I'm not interested in any shorts. I'm gonna wait for a clear visual price action and target buy side. Or target buy side. The best confirmation will probably be YM. So that's why I'm keeping that open today. Please provide a summary of the products and services provided by your company. Prop firm payout? Prop firm payout? Prop firm firms, man. I don't know. I can take prop firm trading. I put that answer for every single one. Do I provide services? No. Customer profile. Who your customers are? None, bro. None. What's the transaction amount? Definitely less than 500K. Anticipated number of transactions? Less than 1K. Yeah, obviously. I'm the one owner. Only. Better approve my shit if I do all this. I just think this means a bit. I think that means no. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We learned. How about you? Everyone's talking German on YouTube. What's DXY doing? DXY is overall bullish on the day, but it potentially could be shifting bearish here. It's kind of been going sideways for a while now. Although we had an expansion today for sure. Yeah, DXY is not clear. I say if DXY makes a lower low, that's a good sign. I'm just gonna put an alert there, and until then, there's no real confirmation. My main focus today is YM because YM has a very clear target. So we'll see if YM goes higher. This could be a long. It's again really sloppy. Alert safe, yeah. Trading view is literally down. There's no fair value gaps. A lot of wicks. Again, just staying patient, making sure if we're taking something, it's A plus. No offense, guys. I don't let people come on the live stream. So income. Please provide the public content. Yep, really sloppy still again. Just being really, really great. What's YM target? All-time highs. Like, I just mean YM hasn't moved as much as the others. Although, to be honest, now it has. So, kind of take that back. I guess YM just pumped at 930, huh? Which model you got today? Well, it's gonna have to be protraction long the entire day. There's not. It's not like we're gonna get a reversal. I'm bullish. So I met some rapid dude and got searched by undercover Polizzi. Polizzi. Yeah, maybe 10:30 or lunch, like 10:50 macro. Trading view is down, but I haven't clicked refresh, so it's currently fine. No trades yet. It's probably gonna be a very patient day. Um, I'll probably trade NQ, but I want to really make sure that there's intermarket analysis supporting my trade. I'm trying to do everything that I can to fade the trade. You know, I'm not looking to take a trade. I'm looking to preserve my capital. 945. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'll tell you that much. What made me not take it was there was not any real intermarket analysis supporting the trade. BS was sideways, YM was down, so that would have been a rule break for me. Criteria number 5, rule break. People will always, when people I tell them that checklist, and then they always say like, "Oh, I missed a trade because ES or YM was uncorrelated, but it went out in your favor." Okay, sure, you missed the trade, but how many trades have I saved losses from because I waited for it? You know, their mindset always goes to like how I could have made money, not how they could have saved money. Should try to find a trade here. I don't really see it. I don't think this is it. I don't think it's it yet. I'm bullish. I won't even say I'm bullish. Price can go down here, and I would not be surprised. I don't want to look for any shorts today. I want it to convince me that the narrative is bullish. Does that make sense? That's a big difference. Looking for a reason to not take a trade. If you can't, then exactly. How much is your lifetime premium? I don't have a lifetime premium. GTR is fire. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but that's actually my dream car. So actually, my dream car. Holy shit! They need so much fucking paperwork. Still sloppy. Just want to be patient. And again, this is not surprising. Like the fact that we had such a big move overnight. Could you please explain intermarket analysis? Yes. So most significant price runs, the one that I'm looking to capture, the distribution of the daily candle, that's what I'm looking to capture with my model, or at least a piece of it. I require intermarket analysis supporting my trade idea. So what does that mean? Intermarket analysis means I'm looking at the Dow Jones, I'm looking at the S&P 500, and I'm looking at the dollar index. I'm looking at those 3 pairs, you can call them, and I want them to show me signs that my trade idea is correct. At the time of this long, at 9:45, Dow Jones was going lower. It was literally making lower lows. S&P 500 was going sideways. So YN doesn't look bullish, S&P 500 doesn't look bullish, and dollar index was not looking bearish. So there is zero intermarket analysis supporting my trade. None of the assets that I'm looking at are telling me that we may see a significant price run on the NASDAQ here. And again, I'm looking to capture the distribution of the daily candle. So, does that make sense? Because the way you... Like, I have FOMO so bad. What do you have FOMO about? What are you? You're not even missing much. What's the FOMO? 1 a.m. 4 hours, CB. Nice. It's funny that he actually trades me better of a trade than the money trader. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I'm not that popular just because I'm boring. Like I don't celebrate like not to compare myself to people, but there's like other traders who stream and they win and they say like I don't know. For me personally, guys, I feel like it's so cringe when a trader wins and they go like bang. What the hell do you mean bang? Like what are you celebrating right now? You know? Like I don't know. I don't know if it's for a clip or it's just like they're genuinely excited. I just find that so cringe though. Like I don't know. That's just me. I don't want to hate on anybody. I just personally like I'm just watching. I'm like, oh man, like not my style. I say that much. I'm just here. I'm not trying to make myself seem better. It's everyone's different. You know, some people maybe they learn when it's a little bit more entertaining. So I'm not judging. Not saying I'm better in any way. Just saying it's not my style. Uh, I just want to stay focused. I feel like I just want to stay focused ins and out all the way. I just want to show up, manage my risk, and then journal my trades, and then come back tomorrow and do the same thing. Do you actually beat on TradeView but chart on TradeView? It depends what firm I'm trading with. This firm I'm trading, I connected TradeOvate, so this is my take profit trader account. You'll see me execute this on stream if I'm trading this account. If I'm trading with Top Step or Alpha Futures, this is Top Step. Obviously, I'll be trading on Top Step's platform. They don't offer TradeOvate. And the other firm I'm currently trading with is Alpha. Although I won't be trading Alpha until January 19th. That's my payout date. And I took a couple wins and I don't want to. I could go for a bigger payout, but I don't need it. Also, haven't made any money in January so far. So I feel like even though it's, not the largest payout, I should probably take it and go from there. Can always maybe get a payout on this account or something if I continue to trade well or if the market wants to give me it. So I don't have any executions on TradeOvate platform, but anyone who's not that long, yeah, it's definitely probably for clips. But I just sometimes get the feeling that people win and they get like surprised. I need one more day for a payout. I had multiple payouts before, but today I feel like chasing the payout, not trading. Any advice, bro? Honestly, if you're one day away, I don't even think any trade that will form today is worth the risk. TPT or my fund of futures. I like TPT live. I like TPT more because, like, I'll tell you what it is straight up. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I actually like team fight tactics. Like, it's a fun game. My fund of futures, the rapid account, the one that you can get daily payouts with, it's like ever so slightly better. It's like one rule that slightly goes in their favor. But the Take Profit Trader live account is so much better. So if you want an account with daily payouts, I personally recommend Take Profit Trader. Yeah, I be playing TFT sometimes, bro. It's a pretty chill game. You know what I like about TFT? Like sometimes I be playing that, and I can like easily do work on the side. Like I can edit and stuff. How would you manage a 300k Apex account? I'd risk no more than 10% of drawdown. Oh, actually, a lot of people play TFT in chat. It's such a calm game, Like I like games like I don't know, not that I like games like that, but I like that TFT is like calm. Like I've taken a payout from Apex. Yeah, only one though. BO7, let's play. Yo, I'll play BO7. That's what I low key been playing on my free time. I usually only play for like an hour or two or night, but I haven't tried that game. I don't know. Is Alpha gonna stop working with Project X? Yes, but they will replace the platform with something better. So I'm excited. I have played Overwatch before. NECS. I've played that before. Satisfactory. I've been addicted. He is actually poop right now. Yes. I left a message in boot camp, Woody. I don't know if you saw it. Not that I was trying to, tell you to trade or not trade, but I I told you guys to be extra cautious because how much we moved overnight, it's pretty standard that like the morning session first 30 minutes to maybe an hour can be sloppy. That's what that is. I don't think it's a wrong decision to just go enjoy the day off. You know what's funny? Where I live, it's actually a snow day right now. It kind of just feels like a day off work, but I'm gonna stay here till 10:50 macro because I honestly still believe in my targets. You know, I'm here. What firms do daily payouts and are the best in rule? If you want a firm with daily payouts, with the best, if your goal is daily payouts, it means you're probably able to get easier payouts. I don't recommend this firm unless you have like another firm for easier payouts. So I use Alpha Futures. That's for easy payouts. And then you can use this firm, which is Take Profit Trader. Their live account, you guys, it's literally just like a regular live account. Like they're gonna give you the money to go live, and it's basically like your own live account, and you can be hella aggressive and whatever. So it's great. How much days like this have you seen with pre-market expansion? Oh, many, so many. I got a retest I wanted, but I haven't seen a, boom. Nice. Did you take? I mean, we'll review today, but did you take a trade, Woody? Might have more than 10K hours on Minecraft. Yo, Minecraft's a really good game for 2 weeks. Every now and then, it's a really good game for 2 weeks. My Fund of Futures is solid. They have that daily payout plan, but it's not better than Take Profits Trader because of their live. When you get a daily payout account, you're going to get moved to live. Like if you're successful on it, you're gonna get moved to live. Okay, and if you're gonna get moved to live, you want to choose a firm with the best parameters. I took one mini short. Let's about 350. Haven't got back in. Nice. That's good. That patience is good. And you know what? That short was good. And I don't know where you took profit or maybe you moved stop, but I'm gonna assume you managed risk pretty nicely because it was a pretty significant move. So well done. 25K account on Apex is possible too. Of course it's possible. Yeah. Why did the shorts fail? We're not bearish. In fact, the market is not ready to go anywhere. It doesn't look like. So any long or short probably failed today. I can't place a TP or SL for marketers on TradingView while connected to TradeAway. You should be able to. Something's definitely wrong. You should be able to though. Starting my journal now won't happen much anyways. Yeah. Why were we bearish yesterday but not today? Good question. Yesterday, daily power of 3 going into 9:30 open was showing that it was going to distribute lower. Meaning we manipulated above midnight opening price, swept buy side, and broke down aggressively in pre-market, which means New York was likely to continue. So that's here. We broke down aggressively, and then New York continued. Why are we reversing higher? Well, I don't know. I showed up at 9:30. Ever since we swept that sell side, the market immediately expanded. So we retested that low here and just all the way up the entire day. I didn't expect that to happen. Obviously, it was possible. We swept sell side, and potentially you could argue it's the bull market. So it's possible. Not surprising. So 10:30. It's 10:30. This is where we start making a game plan. And the game plan is very unclear. I think I'd have to see this low get swept. Maybe even these lows. So I'm going to keep this marked out. I definitely need to see some sort of manipulation still. Even though technically we have swept sell side. If I'm going to trust the trade, I still need to see a sweep lower. In the time interval that I'm expecting the distribution, which is 10:30 or 10:50. So in that time, that's where I want to see the manipulation. And we're going to just wait for that. We're simply just going to wait for that. So this would be potentially a nice setup if the market comes down aggressively, sweeps, breaks higher, 10:30 power of 3. I'll take that long, target the 9:30 high here. And if, let's say it's a one and done winner, I'll partial here and leave a runner because this runner is worth leaving for 100 points. Not trading the live account today. In fact, may be done for the week, or we'll trade tomorrow, but that's it. What's your thoughts on end of day versus trailing? At first, I used to cry about it a lot, and it is frustrating, but the firms that do live trailing usually have some sort of perk that make it worth it. So live trailing sucks, and it's way easier on end of day trailing So if you have no payouts and you're trying to get a payout, I would recommend you start with a firm with end of day trailing drawdown. But for example, Apex, it's live trailing, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, you get up to like I use interactive brokers for my life. You can get up to 20 accounts, you know. Take Profit Trader, you can get daily payouts and you get moved to live with a always 90% split, payouts every day, no consistency rule. Like, how can you really complain, you know? Once you get buffer anyways, the drawdown stops trailing, so it doesn't really matter. The firms with live trailing drawdown, the live trailing drawdown doesn't really matter unless you're being aggressive with your risk. You just have to get to a buffer. The trailing drawdown will stop, and then it's up to you versus the markets. What does alpha have to do? What do you mean? I would really recommend TradeZella. I am personally affiliated with TradeZella, but that's not why I'm recommending them. I used to use Forex Replay. I've used them a lot. Like I used Forex Replay a lot, and then I switched to TradeZella, and I know it's a lot better. And there is 20% off, so I think TradeZella is even cheaper. So it only makes sense to do that. Alpha was end of day. If Alpha was live trailing, then it wouldn't be the best firm. But it's not. It's end of day. So this is a protraction model short. This is actually a pretty clean one. I wouldn't take it still because I want to save my money for longs, but um, you could take this. Argue 2.3R if it closes below. Again, I'm not taking it, but you could if you're bearish or I don't know. I don't want to tell anyone to take a trade. That's not what I'm trying to do. Um, no trades for me yet. I'm just waiting for a clean sweep of sell side at a key time that I'm expecting distribution, and that's all. I think Gaddy 20 is all. I think it should just be Gaddy 20 now. I told them I was like, "Yo, can I just have 20% off?" Static accounts are not bad. Yo, 2K? No, I don't play 2K26. Um, I'll be honest. I don't have a PS5. I don't even have space for a PS5 in my current situation. Um, actually, I will. I will have space. But if you know, 2K on PC freaking sucks, bro. Freaking sucks. I don't have a code for my fund of futures, but if you're gonna use my fund of futures, I'd highly recommend you just use Alpha because Alpha is really good. Payouts are easy. Then it's an internal problem, brother, depending on what you aim for. What is the monthly salary of an Alpha Live account? I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest. Yeah, bro, I play 2K on PC. It's always lagging and shit. Bro, it's so laggy on PC, bro. I was so excited when I bought 2K25. First, I was like, yo, wait a minute. I got a fire PC. Let me run this shit. Fucking lag, bro. No matter how good your PC is, you lag. Which alpha you can you recommend? If you're starting out with zero payouts or a couple, I'd recommend the zero because it's the cheapest. I would then move up to standard if possible. My Fund of Futures has a plan with no consistency rule on eval and funded. Yes, but you probably have to build a buffer to get a payout, which is more difficult, than you think. Has someone ever mentioned how majestic your beard looks? Really? Majestic? My beard's like pretty small. Also, that account is more expensive, so you also want to keep it in terms of ROI. So, will you play GTA 6? Mm, I don't know. I've never played GTA before, so like I don't really see the whole hype. But I don't know. Maybe I guess I don't know how I'm gonna have the time to play that game. Like that's the game you have to grind, right? What? No way. Everyone, you can trust Apex, yeah. Chop of Doom, yeah. That's the first thing we said on live stream today. Break even again? What do you mean? Oh my god, bruh, break even again? Oh my god, bruh. You say, oh my god, thank God it came back and it hit my break even. Look at this, bro. You know how many people probably lost or blew an account today? Complaining about break even. Beautiful. If you break even right now, you'd be very happy. What's the bias? I'm overall bullish, but like I said, predicting the long and the timing it is going to be difficult today because very good chance of chop of doom. I wouldn't even call it a prediction. It's just every single time there's a large move overnight, you expect the morning session to be a little bit more choppy. That's all. So if I'm going to take a setup, see all these wicks, I don't like that. There were some good setups short, all of which would have broke even anyways. And in general speaking, the first 30 minutes, you never seen a shitty price like this? Really? You know what? You're right. This is actually up there. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Um, in 2024 February, in 2024 August, I've seen worse. But if this was to continue like this for the next hour, it's definitely a top 3 worst. I'll say that much. I'll tell you what's bad about this price action. Um, there's actually like kind of setups you could slightly argue. If you weren't like really expecting it to chop, like you could argue on the sweep here, and then the inversion, and the inversion here, and then the inversion here, and then the sweep, and then FCIT. Like, are they good trades? No. Did we ever sweep sell side? Like, yeah, kind of, but like not like a clean. Like you have to learn to fade those. But I don't blame you guys, because if you guys were watching me live stream in August 2024, you watched me trade markets like this, and every time I lost 2 trades. Every time I would show up and lose 2. The streams are on YouTube. Like I'm not gonna delete them. You would watch me trade this exact price action, and I would lose 2 trades every single time this price action formed like this. Every time. I would always show up and lose 2 times. 2R, that's my personal daily loss limit, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've been avoiding those for a while now, because ever since that August in 2024, I added a rule for my model, and that rule is I need to expect expansion at that time. TBT code isn't working. It should work. Make sure there's no spaces, and I think it has to be all capitals. For TBT, the code has to be all capitals. August is the worst price action month. Statistically, probably. It wasn't that bad this year, though. No trades for me yet. What good profit end of day drawdown should I get? I would 100% recommend Alpha Futures Zero Plan. This is why I trade continuations, because I don't have to deal with shit like this. There you go, man. There you go. If that helps you. Gatie, why is it the YM is always better in the fact that it always goes one direction? It doesn't always do that, believe it or not. You just probably haven't seen it when it does this. So I can't really answer that question. Why does Gatie not work for TradeZella? TradeZella is 20% off, so you have to use code Gatie20. You think I should become more profitable to start streaming? No, I think you should start streaming. Or maybe not streaming, but you can do, like, I'll be honest, streaming at first made my trading better, then it made it worse, and now it's like back to where it wants. I'd recommend you make content. I recommend every single person watching this stream to make content. I don't care if you get hate. You're gonna get hate because you're new. I got hate. I still get hate. I'm gonna get hate forever. The best traders and people who make the most money still get hate. I recommend everyone makes content because there's money to be made, and it also gives you some sort of authority with prop firms. You may get a deal, and that may help you, But ICT tweet 261135. Yeah, man. I mean, he's just stream sniping, bro. Like, he obviously just looked at my line. I use your code 30% off Lucid, but can I? Yes, if you use my Lucid code, send me a message on Discord. I can add you into the giveaway. Tradeify. I always thought Apex was just a better version of Tradeify. Last time I said that, everyone got mad. So I don't know Tradeify's system. I don't think I need to. I place Tradeify in the same group as My Fund of Futures, like, because Alpha's the only firm with that buffer rule that benefits traders, so that's why Alpha's my number 1. And then after that, you just gotta find a firm that you can like scale with. I feel like so you'd probably want one with. I feel like the daily payouts like that. That's why I like Take Profit Trader, because the daily payouts. Lucid has the daily payouts too, but there's not the best. I use Alpha Future Standard account because the payout's easiest. Why can't we just make money trading and not make videos? You can. No, you can for sure. But you also have to keep in mind a couple things like, one, why I didn't long this, I need to see a sweep. I don't like those. So could you take it? Yeah. You could have also taken this and this. I want to see a clean manipulation below the opening price. So not confident in that. Could you long now? Of course. Is there any rule break? No. I'm just trying to be very selective. Not really. Like, I almost always require a sweep anyway. Even if price action wasn't bad, I still would want to see a sweep. So I simply want to see a clean. I want to see a clean, obvious manipulation, and then a clean, obvious setup higher. It doesn't have to sweep all the way down here. That's just my best case scenario. It can even just sweep here. I would take that. So if it wants to go, I missed a move. It's fine. Whatever. How do you come up with the name of your model? Gems? I don't remember. I kind of just thought about it. Thought it sounded cool. What was I about to say? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you don't have to make money from content and stuff. Even if you don't want to do, like, you don't become an affiliate, which you don't have to do that stuff. That's completely up to you. But at least you get some sort of authority with prop firms, you know? Nobody can deny the fact that if you are, you have a following, there's a better chance the prop firm will pay you. I'm not saying, like, there's, like, obviously the main prop firms are probably not going to deny you. But if you ever get to a level where, you're making a lot more or whatever, you never know, man. You hear stories. I don't know if they're true. You never really know. You don't have no trade on the day yet. So even if you don't want to make any money from any other source, which doesn't really make sense, but it's sure that's what you want to do. You don't have to sell something to, yeah. I recommend everybody makes content. And like I said, you're gonna get hate when you're a small content creator because they're just gonna call you like, oh, you're just trying to hop on the wave. Yeah. Yeah. The same wave that you're on, buddy. Hate always comes from below. Remember that. Hate always comes from below. You just make TikToks every day. I'm not even in them. Valid. Even if it's not trading content, you gotta do something online. Like, listen, the truth is, you're a trader, you're gonna need another source of income. It's true. Whatever you choose it. You can be whatever you want. But if trading is just your only source, that's a lot of pressure to perform. This is your life you're talking about. Do you really want your entire life depending on whether or not you're able to take profits or not? Because that's scary. I think that's pretty scary. That's why Apex will soon fall. I don't think Apex is going to fall, bro. They're making like hundreds of millions of dollars. Bro, making content was the best thing I ever did. They're not profitable, but still seeing benefits. Yeah. I always say you should be transparent. Obviously, some people will lie. They're going to say, they're going to post, like, make it seem like they're super rich. Yeah, no, I never posted like that. Not to make myself seem better or anything, but there's people who will just make content about the people not just trade full time. No, they trade full time, but if the trading is a business, and any smart businessman has multiple sources of income, right? If you have multiple sources of income, that makes your other businesses more successful, right? That's just the same advice that any businessman would tell you. Nobody who runs a successful business has only one source of income coming from that business. No, it doesn't make sense. You want to really take your business to the next level? Well, multiple sources of income will help. If you want your trading to be as best as possible, having another source of income will help your trading. I just realized I forgot to record the live stream. And if my Clipper's watching this, don't worry. You can have a day off or some shit. Not much happened today. You know what? I'll send you a little recording right now. Today, there was pretty much no action. No paction. I took 0 trades, and the old me guaranteed would have taken 2 losses today, trying to chase whatever move formed off of any level sweep and just pattern trading the idea. That was old me. If you guys look at my old streams, you'll see that I always would lose in these kind of markets. first things first, you have to learn how to predict when this kind of market is expected. It's not rare. There's a 350, almost a 400 point move overnight. If you include Asia session, there's nearly a 400 point move before 9:30 open. Is that a hard thing to identify? No. If there's a large move overnight, the market is likely to consolidate on 9:30 open. For the first 30 minutes, it can be extended all the way to the first hour. So if you were just patient for the first hour, you could have avoided this. Now, maybe the market was going to be nice and it would have delivered nicely and then you would have missed the move. So you're not here to make money. You're here to preserve your capital and execute with logic based on statistics and probabilities. And the probability for today was consolidation of doom. That was the most likely scenario for the morning session. If you don't believe me, go back to data and see days that have large overnight moves in either Asia, London, or pre-market. In this case, all three of them, Asia, London, and pre-market, all moved higher aggressively, taking out objectives for the day and potentially the week. So next time this comes, you know what to do. Maybe be a little bit more patient. And that's my little rant. Now we can trade lunch. And I'm still waiting for a sweep. The best funding company is definitely Alpha Futures. Bro, I drank so much water. How is this shit not even close to being done, bro? That's the first line. I think lunch is gonna be clean. I think potentially. Potentially. Does Alpha Futures work in Mexico? I don't know. Let me check. I think so. It should. Yeah, I think you're good. Yes, it works in Mexico. I can confirm. Unless for some reason I'm not seeing it. I see Malaysia, Mali, Malawi. So there's no Mexico yet. Yeah, it works in Mexico. You're good. Yeah, I'd recommend Alpha Futures. The payouts are just easiest. Um, how did you do? No trade on the day. Um, no trades yet. I was anticipating this sort of consolidation, so safety protocol, obviously. North Korea. I mean, come on. I don't know. I don't even want to check. If you make a lot of money trading, can invest in other stuff. It's just better if you have another stuff income to go to. Why do people have to sell a course? The truth is it possible? Of course. Um, the truth is though, like you have to also keep in mind whether like okay, there's most things here. Most people who sell a course, if they're like really popular, they're gonna make more money from the course. I'm not speaking to everyone because obviously there's a lot of scammers who do this, and they're not actually good traders. But there are good traders who also sell a mentorship or a course. I don't believe in courses, so I'm just gonna scratch that out. But mentorships, where they actually like work with people, and they're obviously ridiculously priced at times, but it's not necessarily. I don't necessarily like. I don't say it's a bad thing because it doesn't make sense. Like, what's so bad about it? It's another source of income. Any smart businessman will do it. If people are actually, if they're actually able to provide what they're saying, that's where the issue lies. They kind of manipulate the story and they make it seem so that you're just going to join and become profitable and make money and everyone's good and happy, but that's not really the case. Or they say they're going to provide something, but they don't. So that's where the issue lies. Um, can you make it with just trading? Yeah, but that's not the goal for most people, I guess, right? Your goal isn't to make it in trading, right? Your goal is to make it in life. So everyone's gonna do what they think is best for them, and unfortunately, some people will take advantage of others. It just is what it is. You know, nobody's like, oh, I have to make all my money from trading only. No, right? Most people just want to make enough money to support themselves and their family and their loved ones. That's life. It's just gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad. It's so bad, guys. Like the amount of scammers, the amount of people who lie, the amount of people who make it seem like they're making so much money from trading. Oh, it's just gotten so bad. I try not to bother myself with any of it. If you guys notice, I don't follow any other traders on any of my social media because I just got into a point where I'm like, I really just have to not care about anything that anyone else is doing. Like, like I'm just so over it. I'm so over it. I don't want to start beef with anyone, but even there are people who are like actually good traders, but they still lie, man. They still lie. They're good traders, and I know they're good traders, but they lie. So I love Jordy. I love Jordy. But I also unfollowed him. Not because I hate him. I just it'd be weird if I only followed Jordy. So I just made the decision to follow nobody else. But I do actually like. I mean, there's people I like, obviously, but I just decided that like it's just simply in my best interest to completely focus on myself and not worry about anyone else. Um, I love Cammy too. No, Cammy, I love Cammy, but yeah, and I know them all. Guys, we don't have to go one by one down the list. I'm not saying anyone's bad or good. Um, Not saying anyone's bad or good, but just saying me personally, I I'd rather just completely focus on myself. You know, I'd rather completely focus on myself. That's all. So if like I don't want to do really any collabs. Maybe I'll hop on someone else's stream if they're like someone I like and they want. I don't know what they'd want that for, but if they wanted that, I wouldn't mind that. But in terms of like me and my trading business, I'd rather just I don't want the connections. Like they're not that important to me. I feel like. Um. Yeah, I want to trade for life too. I mean, I love trading. I plan to trade forever, to be honest. I obviously want to get to a point where I can probably just swing trade, like once or twice a month. Um, how much is your affiliation via platforms earning for the sake of transparency towards your community? Many live by only that. I really like the way. Uh, Depends. So I'll tell you the numbers. Alpha is usually in the mid four figures. Um, Apex is like not much. Some like $300, maybe $200. Take profit trader like literally zero. Like most ones are zero, maybe 100. Uh, Lucid's currently at like 250 for this month. Actually, it's been 2 months, so it's mainly just alpha. Do you think that AI will replace us or just change markets? Do you copy all your accounts? Most, not always. So I'm not like a one and none done all copy all or not. Um, I copy all my alpha accounts. I copy all my top step accounts. Um, So there's that. But alpha futures, the payouts come first. So like right now, I'm not trading my alpha accounts because they're eligible for payout. So I don't have to. I can just trade top step and take profit trader. You Yeah. What's your rotation strategy? Pretty much, I'm comfortable copying them all, unless one is like getting payout, right? I don't really have. I mostly just copy them all. But like I said, right now I'm not trading alpha because my payout date's on the 19th. And like I could go for a bigger payout, but I'm happy with the number. I think it's worth taking out. So no, it's not a violation. You're allowed to copy. I usually copy them all. Um, just again, I'm happy with the payout number for now, and I can't trade it until Monday because I don't want to lose money. I don't want to risk losing the payout. Do you think the AI will replace us or just change markets? Yeah, it's been in the market for a while. I don't think it'll replace us. So toxic. What do you use for copy trading? I use Trade Copia, but recently I just been executing on the platform on my second monitor. Yep, there was a nice SMT here with ES. Let's see if we get a reversal now. I need an answer now. What's going on? What do you mean? will cause this dump. I wouldn't say it's a dump. I guess you could say that 120 points, but it's still pretty range bound. Like it's just working in that little fractal price action. I think we're gonna get that sell side level, and I wouldn't mind looking for longs after this if it gives it to me. So we'll see. That's what I'm waiting for. Can scale with Apex? Yes, not a bad firm to go with. If I was trading Apex, I'd probably just go all in with them. You probably don't need another firm, or maybe you can do like Alpha plus Apex. Yes, Fundindex allows every firm allows copy trading. There's no futures firm that I've ever heard of say no. 25k Tradevate accounts from Apex. Yeah, they're solid. I would probably say 25k Rapid is better, but could you explain the IFEG criteria? I wouldn't. I mean, this is not a trade I would take because I was, waiting for longs. But this one's pretty simple. I mean, we came up, swept the buy side, S&P 500, S&T divergence, and then we just closed below the gap. So if you don't know how to identify the gap, I'd recommend my YouTube video. But there's a separation between this candle's, like this candle's here, and then there's a body separation. So once we get below that level, that's an inversion fair value gap with the SMT, so a buy side, and we have a sell side target. Again, not something I was looking to trade, but I definitely saw the setup and just watching it go. What if I lost $2,000 on ETH alpha eval, but account still leaves me to trade? You probably have like $1 or $2 left. Can you make a trade copy or tutorial? It's pretty simple. It'd be like a 30-second video, but yeah, I can do it. No, my fund of futures does. They all allow. The gap, is it the wick or the body? It's the wick unless there's a separation in the body. Okay? And that's a good question. See how there's a separation in the body there? I'll zoom in as much as I can. See that separation? That's when you include the wick. Otherwise, you do it like this. But because there's a separation, then you include that. According to ICT 2024 Mentorship. You think hesitation of 1030? I don't know. If you were bearish and you saw this, then yeah, I would say you probably missed this if you're trading actively. But you have to be bearish. Justin Weirleen? I don't know. Psychology videos are good. How do I fix my Project X chart being inversed? Oh, I remember that happened to me once. Click reset chart view. Right click on your chart and click reset chart view. See if that works. CSD is closed below the body. CSD is closed below the body. Very important. You want to see a body closure. J Dunn? I don't know what that is. Alt I for inverted chart. There you go. Do you have one-on-one? No. Like, not really, no. Like my buy is selling. My buy is sell and my sell is buy. What? Take profit trader. Khalifa Baller. Take profit trader is no consistency unfunded. His course is a complete scam, costs multiple thousands. Again, we don't necessarily know if it's a scam unless if he's not providing what he's saying he's providing. It's not a scam, right? It's just hella fucking expensive. We can, even if we don't have to take that low out, but I don't see anything clear here that would want me to take the trade, so I'd wait. It's Mary. When I buy, I get in profit. When we go bearish. What? I was in his mentorship. It's a scam? Alright, well, there you go. According to, again, I can't say anything, but just because someone charges a lot doesn't mean it's a scam. It just means, as long as they're offering what they're providing, I don't know what he's doing in there, but as long as he's doing what he said he was going to do, nobody can complain. I mean, you paid for what he said, and he did what he said, Can you be mad? That's not a scam. That's just selling a product. But again, is it like kind of scammy when, pretty much all the information is there for free? It depends what he's selling. Like, is he actually sitting there spending time with people one-on-one? Or is it just a freaking course? So he's not doing what he says. He does his mentorship courses literally all on YouTube. He's not? Well, there you go. I mean, if you guys want to take that guy's word for it. I don't see why he'd lie, but I believe you. I fixed it when you right-click scale and uncheck inverse scale. Oh, that's what it is. Ah, yes. You're right. Yes. Cool. That guy was talking about Justin Weirling. Just remember, me personally, I don't know. Charging $1,000 for anything that isn't one to one is mad. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I would agree that if you're not getting actual help one on one, like improving yourself, no, I don't. This long's not good enough. I need to see this still. No gaps, a lot of wicks. Didn't get the sweep. It's not good enough for me. It could deliver though. It's not bad. I'm just waiting for the best opportunity. This candle will stop right now. People are trading longs early. It is getting a little bit. Whoa. Well, potentially we can get a protraction in here. So, what I'd want to see now, I would assume that this is probably not going to make a lower low. Actually, yeah, I mean, YM probably make higher high. I'm looking at YM here, and I'm wondering if the risk to reward is potentially worth it. It's really not. I'm just looking at YM, and it's not good enough. It's 1R best case scenario. If you enter now, it's 1.2. I'd have to see a protraction model. His mentorship course is the exact same as his YouTube videos. That's what he sells. So his course is that much money. They're promoted as a private mentorship, but doesn't do any one-on-one. Yeah, I mean, you could say that's a scam. Josh Ramon is just one of my models. Anyways, we don't gotta talk about that. We do it like once a month, which is fine, but it's enough for one day. I like the buy side target here. I want to see a protraction model long. I don't know if we're gonna get it though. Ten ten. Um, there's someone in my TikTok chat 1010 who was in his mentorship, and he said he didn't do any one-on-one, and in his mentorship it was just YouTube videos. I cannot confirm this information, but if he was promoting it as a one-on-one mentorship, um, and he didn't provide that service, just yeah, that's not really ambiguous. Yeah, there was not really a setup. I'm just a messenger. No, I'm talking about. I don't even want to say the name anymore. I feel like people are gonna take it out of context. But he was talking about Justin Weirlin. Justin Weirlin. By the way, I really like his psychology videos. I've actually seen them on like TikTok and stuff. You got wicked out of the move up. You got wicked out here. Yeah, I mean it happens. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a setup. But as long as we don't take the high here, I'll still look for a long. So. Mhm. Yeah, yo, I'm sure he's a great trader. He's definitely educated. He's definitely been trading for a while. I don't doubt any of that. I'm not saying there's an if on that. I'm just saying I agree. He's definitely a good trader. Take care, Killer One. Yeah, he's a great trader, but yeah, I don't think anyone's hating on his trading. I mean, the only person who was really hating was the guy in my TikTok chat. He said he joined his mentorship and it was a scam. I can't confirm that information. I'm not saying you shouldn't join it. Um, but I think the guy in TikTok is a little bit upset because he spent like $1,000 or something. Uh, Felt scammed. If he takes a New York high, we'll still look for longs. No, that would be it for me. That would be my target. That's my easy target. Would I still be bullish? Yes, but if this just goes, unfortunately, we missed it, and you know what? There was not much of an opportunity. I was scouting a potential setup like this, but just the risk to reward was not there for me. In hindsight, it's delivering, but not an easy trade. How do you feel about giving me a free Top Step account? I don't give free any accounts anymore. I've given a couple people some tries, and I'll pay you back. But now too many people ask me, and I simply can't say yes or no to everybody, so I just say no to everybody. I just had that sell side and pre-market marked. It didn't need to be taken. As long as this one was taken, it was good enough. Like I don't mind that there's equal lows there, but yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, guys, trust me when I say it's in your best interest to not bother hitting on anyone else. Like that's something I just learned. Um, it's in your best interest to not bother, even if someone is outrageously awful. It doesn't help you in any way to just be hating. You might as well just let them be awful. Focus on you. Um, Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. I'm not telling you don't hate them. I'm telling you do what's best for you. And I think we can all agree in the chat that hating on someone else is only gonna make you more angry, more unsettled. Your focus is just elsewhere where it doesn't really need to be there. You know, so just the hatred. It actually gets to you. It actually gets to you. I used to be so mad when I would see people like who I know are just like blatantly scamming and taking advantage of others. And I realized, bro, like how much I can do, you know? Just do what I do. Do what you gotta do. I'd probably call it a day. I mean, I'll have targets higher. If those targets get hit, I'd call it a day. What is the consistency rule in the live account? Which live account? I wouldn't want to short. I mean, I have targets higher. Um, I have targets higher that I think are potentially in play. The weekly high. But those are like best case scenario targets, right? It's unfortunate this kind of just went up. If we just got like it was almost there for a perfect trade. If we just got the sweep and then or some sort of gap or some sort of retracement. But it's not there. Alpha 0, it's 40%. Start your journal early today. Journal's gonna be just a screenshot of this, so there's not much. Not much. It was simple, very simple early journal day. What about the 50-second hesitation? Is because I took a short before at 10:25 when I dodged by L closing. Yeah, I hesitated when the same trade showed up higher. You think it's valid? Do I think your hesitation was valid? If you shorted 10:25, I feel like this short's even better than 10:25. So I would say either just I don't know if you lost conviction. I mean, do I like the short itself? I was personally bullish, but if you hesitated if you took the trade at 10:25 short, I feel like this short's even better with the SMT and the sweep. So we can do today. You know what? Today we'll do a call at 11:30. I don't know if that's better, but we'll do a call at 11:30. There's not much to study. I'm probably just gonna come and talk to you guys, answer questions one on one. There's not much I really want to study today. Call at 11:30 a.m. ET. No study for the day. Just answering questions, helping you guys. There will be homework. I'll put that in there. I would take a protraction in here as long as we don't take out the buy side. I know, but I was like, price should be higher. We're still inside the woman effigies. Well, the breaker was part of the enter. I was just with the expansion. Oh, then yeah, that's not. If you were bullish at that time, then that's not hesitation, brother. That's great. Well done. Max payout on 50K zero is 1,500. You can do so per week. For the 390 of you here, Gatie's Bootcamp is the best. Oh, appreciate you, Jafar. There's 390 people on YouTube? Are we getting that much? Dead ass? Is that what it says? Even on live? No, live is different. Live is no consistency. Like live is it's all yours. But I've never heard of anyone take a zero account to live. I don't even know. Damn, there is 350 people. Yo, you guys know I used to get like 1,000 plus on TikTok. I feel like I just fell off so hard on TikTok. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's because I'm like just so calm and boring. I've been averaging like 450 to 500. Damn, how's the snow treating you? Oh, you're here too, right? I mean, I live in an apartment, so I ain't even complaining, bro. Like it's not even there. Okay, we actually might get a protraction model. I think there's a 5-minute. Okay, pretty clean 5-minute. I would take a protraction from the 5. Is there a 10? No. So the next candle should start going down if it's gonna retrace. Yeah, just generally speaking, I would take a protraction from the 5. So if we get that, get a tape. Well, that's hard to answer, Myth, because I was never bearish to begin with. We have a snow day here, yo. They cancel a lot. Where do you enter off the 5? I wouldn't buy it. So my model is I don't really buy the 5. I could and put stop loss here, but what I do is I wait for it to trade into the 5, leave, put in a swing low, and I'll buy it once it leaves. So my entry would be like, let's say we get this formation, that would be like A+ for me. I'd buy it like here with a stop loss here and target here, right? So I buy it after the swing low forms inside the 5-minute. Speed up to 26133. 26133, bro. Are you greedy? You wanted to go all the way down. Give some of us a chance, bro. Okay, if you want the buy side here at 954, sure. But 26133. Speed up to 26. Speed up nearly 200 points, brother. That's greedy. That's greedy. Speed up. Let's just speed up for me 250 points higher. ICT said. I mean, I agree in the buy side target. I have it there too. But I don't know about speed right now to 26133. Do you think we're going to get bad price action because of USA and RN? No, I'd actually expect more volatility, which is a good thing. Can it be more unpredictable and dangerous because you never know if anything specifically happens? Yes. But overall, I think there's going to be more volatility. Oh, I expect new high of week. So, I want to take this long. I mean, just look at your rules, Woody. If you think it follows, nothing wrong about being wrong. Would I take a partial? No, but I would definitely have stop managed. Depends what your entry is. I wouldn't partial here. There's no point. Like this buy side's a good target. If it fails, it fails. But it's a good target and it's 50 points away. Would I short? No, personally. Like I said, I don't want to take any shorts today. I still think we're going up. Personally, yes, I do. I mean, YM is way above the highs, very bullish. ES has the beautiful equal highs. Buy sides here. It's overall bullish. So I think we get a retracement here, hopefully, and we can maybe take a 5-minute protraction model. I'd want to see this gap traded to with like 1 or 2 points, and that's it. And then we look for that from there. So that's my game plan. We'll see if we get it. That's it. This will be the first trade we're actually scouting. Okay, we entered their entry here. It'll probably be a 2 micro trade. No executions yet. What will be the high up day for tomorrow? What type of question is that, bro? You think I know what's going to be high of day tomorrow? Not even today. It's for tomorrow. How am I supposed to know high of day tomorrow? If I had to guess, tomorrow, Friday, gets the job done, new monthly high, high of days forming at, I don't know, around 150 maybe? That's my guess, bro. 26, 150. But I don't fucking know. How the hell am I supposed to know that? You know how OP that information would be? What do you think about the volume profile tool? I'm a believer that any model can work, so I don't have any specific. Which would you interpret that? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Protraction from the fair value gap. Um, I'm gonna hope it's not just a shallow retracement, and I have to take it off of like this. But I might. I might. If I do, I would de-risk with just two cons, like 60 risk 120. I wouldn't risk 200. It's not worth. If the next candle immediately expands, trades to this price point, I would take it with two cons. I would prefer a slightly lower move. But if this candle right here just boop fills my order, I'll be happy with that trade and risk half R. And what I'd probably do is break even here and just hope for the weekly high. Unless it's payout eligible, we'll see. I just got my third funded on awful standard. Don't take your trades, but looking to reduce risk is the best. Yes, love that. Yep, that's that. I mean, I'm glad that it helps you because it helps me a lot. Just focusing on reducing the risk. And yo, eventually you get to a level where it's reducing risk, and then you also look to maximize winners too, right? Because there's two factors in play there in terms of being profitable. Need a little bit more structure than this. Like, I won't really trust it if it just goes up. I mean, the 2 minute order block would look pretty good if this candle has to close bearish though. But this is a 5 minute chart. I'm tripping. 2 minute, 3 minute. Like, see if okay. This would be a nice entry actually. 3 minute protraction. That's 1.2. But I can confidently break even there and expect that price level. Something like this. And break even and hope for the runner. Should be a nice 500 bucks. What are your journal parameters? When I do mine, I feel like they're lacking. There's a couple things in question here. Number one, you want to ask yourself, what exactly are you looking to capture with your journal? Right now, I don't even journal my funded account trades. I just slap them into TradeZella just to keep track of overall P&L, win rate, and stuff. So on funded accounts, I just put it in TradeZella. My actual journal is only for my live account, and I journal simply three things: the date, the executions, and then a reflection in paragraph format. I just talk to myself. And what do I talk to about? What do I say? I talk about just general observations that I had that I thought were key. What I want to see now is sweep and go. Ideally with a breakaway gap. Remember I said that. I think that can happen. Trading view is rage baiting. Time you don't need to finish trading. Normally I'm done by around 11, like 11, 15, 11, 10, 11, 15. Usually. But this session's a little bit extended. I mean, good patience thus far. I don't really like the way these candles are forming, but I really like the idea of the 5 minute holding, you know? A large red candle typically was some sort of news. No, no, I highly doubt it. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, I don't like the way this formed. I wouldn't trust it. It'd have to be a 3 minute closure, like at least above here. 4 minutes also not bad. Could take it on the 4. We'll see. I don't mind it. I mean, in terms of how protractions form, this one is not the best. But what's the 3 minute looking like? If we can get up there in the next 55 seconds, I'll take the 3-minute order block. I'll take it to the buy side. I will risk half R, and I will break even once we reach this level, and I will hope for the weekly high. And I think that is worth half R risk because I like the target. I think this is very easy. I may end up going break even. Again, it has to be this 3-minute candle. There's 30 seconds left. And I guess I'll just kind of hope for the trend. To 15 seconds on that candle. I gotta see it close. The ES is almost at buy side though. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this is not the smartest trade to take. Like I like the idea. I'll switch to the 4-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute. We got 1-minute OB. Five minutes forming. ES just took the high here. So I feel like I want to wait for a closure above, at least. Because now there's S&T, which means we could see a deeper retrace and then the better setup that I wanted to see originally. So I don't like it. Yeah. I really need to see that. This is not a good time to front run the OB, is what I'm trying to say. Wait for the closure. We haven't gotten it yet. Or we get a protraction from here. If we can trade into that and get above, I'll trade that as well. For now, we wait for the 5-minute. No, ES swept the buy side. ES still has like, ES has really good targeting though. I'm looking at this as a 5-minute potential protraction model. It's gotta close above. Like, I want to see that closure above. I think we're gonna get it here. Again, I'm gonna take it with half risk. And again, the reason I'm taking this trade is not because I think it's gonna go here. I think it's because there's a slight chance. Okay, I'm gonna wait this candle's open. If it ticks down and starts trading higher, I'll buy it. I wouldn't want to see any lower than 910. I'm watching 910. You're just waiting patiently for this candle. It's already way lower than 910. Right, yeah, I think that's a faded entry potentially. I might have to wait for a resweep at this point. No trades yet. Where do I get the trading checklist? It's in my Discord for free. I'll just search it. It's also on YouTube. Again, I'm watching this 5-minute because I want to see. So what I'm looking for is, do we stay above this? We do. All right, I'm gonna buy it there, guys. I think it's worth the risk. I'm gonna go ticks on this one. So stop loss goes to the 5-minute order block low. Plus, so taking this off a 5-minute order block, I'm looking for the weekly high as a potential runner for lunch. I am risking $120 on this trade. So normally I risk 200. And again, the reason I'm taking this trade is because the potential is very far, and that's the main reason, right? It's around a 6R trade. So far good speed. If we Get some sort of follow through. YM is not looking the best. ES is fine. Boot camp's in 7 minutes. So in 7 minutes, I'll have to end the live stream, guys. But the only trade management I'm going to do on this trade is very simple. Once we take out the high, I'll move break even and simply hope. My stop loss is at 833.5. That's where it should be. 833.5. I'm going to demand this starts to play out. It's already taking a little bit of time. I don't like. So I may even just break even after here. We'll see. It's taking a little bit too long already for the 5-minute OB that form. We already went down and left. So that's where we start seeing speed. Obviously it's 11:23, so can't demand too much. I want to see one deviation here. It's under the buy side. I don't like that. Usually I like it when it's like that. Okay, there's the speed I was anticipating. Potentially. Again, I want to see the follow through. Obviously above this high. Remember what we talked about speed. What you want to see speed is how fast do we get to the high. I would say that was pretty fast. Stop is being moved to 894. I'm going to go 893, just 1 point under. So taking the stop from $120 all the way down to around 80 bucks. My entry on TopStep was a little bit better. So risking $80 on this trade now. Very, very manageable loss, right? Given that the reward is potentially nearly 600 or something. Just moving into the OB low there. Because we got above this high. I don't want to see speed above that high. Not what we're seeing now. And again, I can always close break even just manually. I don't have to set it and hope, I can always just cut it. So if I don't see something that I like, I have no problem terminating. Right now, I'm looking at this immediate rebalance. Let me show you guys. So I'm looking at this immediate rebalance. I want to see this old high be respected. And what I'm looking at is, does this candle support higher prices? When we're bullish, down close candles, you don't want to see them get engulfed. So treating it as a bullish order block, that's fine. I want to see it get above it. 2 minute, 3 minute. Yeah. So now it looks like we're retesting that 3 minute. Again, my stop is completely fine. Risking $80. So even if I lose, it's very comfortable. Very comfortable. Worried about a little bit of a move lower, but you really want to see the closure here. I'm watching to see if the market forms a 1 minute CISD bearish. I'm going to try to break even the trade with my sell limit order. And it looks like we're probably going to get that. So it may speed down and stop me out for 80 bucks. I simply don't like the reaction there. I'm going to move my sell limit here and see if it can get me out break even. That didn't fill? That should have filled. I got out break even on top step. So I'm trying to close the trade break even now. I don't like that we got a CISD bearish. So if we can come back, retest that CISD, it'll close me. Otherwise, we'll take an $8 loss. Like I said, on top step, it filled me. I didn't get filled here on this account. Again, the loss is $8, very minuscule. I'll move it higher and close manually because depending how much speed we get there. I see the sweep. I don't like the lower low. Yeah, definitely don't want to hold on to this. I tried to close it break even right here, but I didn't get the fill. A little bit of a technical error. 1am actually looks pretty good. Well, there is an SMT here, so again, I'm not like saying this is necessarily bearish now. Like, I still think overall we'll move higher. I just think we're gonna get a lower low. So it's hard to say when this will move. There we sub buy side, got the shift, so we perfectly one ticked into NWAG. So I definitely could have managed a bit more aggressive, but again, this is a $60 loss or something of that sort. Okay, there we get out. So that should have been a break-even trade. I tried to close break-even. Wasn't able to. I'm not going to sit here and try to trade it again. We'll likely trade the PM session, assuming we don't take out this high. Or later into lunch, 11:50 macro, maybe 12:30. Not really 12:30. I'm mostly going to wait for PM session. I still expect this 5 minute to hold. So what I would look for if I was still trading, just simply a sweep and then go again. And I would risk 80 bucks. Again, half R, you know. So this was like a 0.3 R loss. I would risk, you could argue 0.7 R. But day's not over. I mean, if it's a losing day, it's a losing day. But I have no problem trying the long again. But I guess on live stream it will be a losing day. But I do have to go to boot camp at 11:30. So just know, I'm saying this now. If we sweep this low and get a protraction model set up that meets the checklist, I will be entering that trade. So just want to make that very clear. If we get a sweep of the low, protraction model long, I will target the buy side here. And overall, good trade. Could have managed it a little bit better, but it was tough. It was like I had 2 or 3 seconds to close it, break even there. And I missed it. I probably should just went manual. I don't know why I tried to move my stop, and it would have been like a $5 or $10 difference. So I should just close manually, but not the biggest deal. I wouldn't trust this, but obviously it could play. I'm looking at ES. Actually, ES looks quite good. Anyways, boot camps right now. So I gotta go. Appreciate you guys coming through to live stream. Just know that that's what I'm looking for. If we come down, I will take that trade and I will risk. I won't be down more than 1 R after those two if they lose. So that's the risk management that you can expect from me if we swoop this low and then move higher. And I will post a journal in Discord after potentially that scenario. And yeah, that's it. I don't think I would take any inversion out of here. Unlikely. ES does look better, but anyway, just know that I'm still bullish. That's what I'm looking for, and my next trade, if I do take one, will be at 0.7 R risk. So the most I'll be down today is 1 R. Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Stay safe. Take care.